welcome back. My name is Vanessa from Wild Woman Bushcraft. Today you can come with me to my self-sufficiency farm. I will tell you everything what happened actually, which problems I have or not, and what is to do, and just let you see my life over my shoulder through the camera. So if you want, you can accompany me. I often had not enough space for my vegetables, so my potatoes grow this year in an old burlap sack. You see here the potato shoots. I just put a little bit earth on the ground of this burlap sack and put then the potatoes on top, a little bit more earth, and then when the shoots are growing, I put from time to time more earth on top. They grow bigger, I put more earth inside, and then it goes till they are big enough. And in the fall, I hope I've got many potatoes. I love different natural colors in the garden. This year is a blood plum and it had beautiful red leaves. I love it. The leaves from the elder had also a really beautiful color. And the hazelnut. When your tree had in the early summer many fruits, that means not that you had also so much fruits to pick in the fall. Many of these fruits will fall down because they are too much for the tree. All my kids had their own fruit tree, and this peach tree here is from my oldest one, from Johannes. And in the first years I had to stable the trees that they grow in a direct line. This year is a little bit away, so I put those beams inside of the ground, and now I fixed the peach tree with a natural cord. You don't always had to buy fruit trees. This peach tree here grows at his own. When I had fruits, I put the seeds always at the end of my home yard, and sometimes there are growing trees like this peach tree. In the last year it had 3 fruits, so I hope that I got this year some more. We will see. I have a very wild garden, but I put also some possibilities to breed some tree houses in the trees. And this here is the egg from a blackbird. So I had always some birds in my garden who breed there. I had big problems with rats in the past at my animals barn, but this cat here, it is called Minimo. It helped me a lot because he catch so much rats. He was a great helper. In my garden I do everything at my own. This here was my last project. I want to have a path through my garden, and this here is in a natural style, so I collect stones from the next river, dig a little bit of earth outside, put the stones inside, put a little bit of concrete on top, and that was it. Of course I know this wouldn't be stable for many years, but I like it and it was not so expensive. My vegetable garden is direct to my relax garden, when I can call it like this, and I want to have a space between those two parts. Something that means this here is the relaxed garden and this here is the vegetable garden. In the background I've put 5 years ago some really small willow tree branches into the ground, and willow tree will grow again when you put a part away and put it in the earth. It will grow. A willow tree is a very strong plant, and they are now so big. I will show it you later. So this was really effective. You can't look between those two parts of my garden. And here I built also something at my own. I just cut branches and fix it here. It was a zero cost project, but I love it. Dead wood is in the nature and of course also in the garden an important part. In a natural garden everything had to be in balance. So you had to have a space for each kind of animal, and part with branches for the hedgehog, or some wild trees for breeding areas for the birds, some dead wood for different animals. So I had this old dead wood part here, and I put some spaces, some holes inside, because wild bees are using this for their breeding area. And when I had a problem in my garden, I don't have to do anything, because there would be soon some animals who let the problem pass away. I don't have to do anything, because nature had for every problem an answer. You just had to let them be, to let them grow, to let them live. Yeah. I also have in my garden a fireplace, and all the dead wood that I had in my garden had here a second life. Just sit there and stare in the fire, or making sausages, or branch bread over the fire. This here was one of the willow trees that I've planted 5 years ago. All the branches was big like this one here, so really small, and now there are some massive trees. You can't look between the two parts of the garden, and this is what I want. And here in the background you can see another tiny $1 the $1 branch project that I made. In every part of the garden is something to eat. So like here, some fruit trees. Yeah, you can't walk 1 meter before you arrived to the next one. At this time of the year there is not too much that I can show you in the vegetable garden because the most plants are too small, but a little bit there is there that I can show you. The biggest plants that I can show you actually is my salad and my tomatoes. I put the seed from the tomatoes in the earth into the house in the middle of March, and in the middle of May it is not so cold in the night that I can plant them outside. And then there is also the time there where you can seed everything, where everything grows here in the vegetable garden. So this is the time of the year where the gardener had the most work. In my glass house it is the whole time green, winter and summer times. Because when I had plants here inside and they are growing too big, when they had flowers, I don't put them away, I just let them be. The flowers means that a lot of insects come inside, a lot of insects means many fruits. And then the plant produced their seeds. The seeds are falling down to the ground, and in the next season I had the same plant. So like this here, this is a winter plant. It is actually having a lot of flowers. I just let them be and the seeds fall down, and in the next winter season I had the same plant again. So it is very easy, you just had to let it be. This here is a variety of different salad plants that are growing from themselves in my greenhouse and my glass house. I just let the plants be there, the seeds falling down, and I had all those fresh salads the whole year. In the last winter something really bad happens to me. I forgot to put my garden pump inside of the house, so water is freezing inside of this machine and it is damaged. So this doesn't happen to me again. €300 away and a new garden pump for this season. It had also a positive effect because the older one was not so strong like this one. The older had only 3,000 liter and this year had 7,000 liter. So I had a big distance from the creek to my plants, and yeah, this one will work better. I need the water from the creek not only for my vegetable garden, also for the meadow for my animals. And I had about 300 meter from this water system in my whole area, and this is what I need. I really need this because otherwise the plants and the meadow will not grow fast enough. My old rooster had to go to Siberia. He was not the best one. So I had a new rooster. I show you him once before in a photo, and here he is. My chickens are now really happy. Eine da. Hopp, hopp, hopp. Geht's zu. Hopp, 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 hopp. Na, falsche Richtung. Da geht's zu. Hopp, ihr wisst es genau. Hopp, 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 hopp. Hopp, weiter geht's. Da geht's eine. Brav. Ihr auch noch. Hopp. Hopp. Between the oregano there grows wild field salad. It comes again every year and it is so tasty. I love it. I know many people who would put away this plant. This here is on distal. It hurts when you touch the leaves, but there are some animals who need these plants. One bird is called distal fink. He only or mostly eats the seeds from this plant, and they just can grow there. I will let it be there. I told you in the last self-sufficiency video that I had to reduce animals because I'm not anymore in the balance between that what I had to give and what I've got. So I give away my ducks, and I always handle with other self-sufficiency farmers. I give the ducks and I've got honey, so this is something great for me because I don't have bees. And this is always the best art of handling, if you can give anything and get something back what is not money. And the goose are almost there. They are both male, but they are the best alarm system that I ever had, because when someone is coming, they making an alarm. They are very loud, and this is just perfect for me here because I had some problems in the past with person who came unallowed to the farm, and I had many problems with these persons because they let everything open and my animals run away, and now this never happened. And I also reduced sheeps. I had to slaughter a few of them, and after I said this in a video, there was a big discourse if this really had to be and why you're doing this, and I'm making a video after this video and talk about it. This year is on self-sufficiency farm, and self-sufficiency with animals also means that you had to kill animals because you wanted to eat them. And this is for me no problem. I love the taste of sheep meat, and this is the way of living in a self-sufficiency farm, and now it is much better. Aktive Brennnesselvernichtung. Make all the nettles away. Actually, I had big problems with nettles at my second meadow. Where the nettle grow, there is no grass, and there is only one biological way to put it away. I had to cut it away, and I make this with this tool because like this it is much easier as put them with the hand outside. Maybe you see it, this one and me, we are not friends. This is a very old one and I can't drive normal, I can drive slow or fast. There is no middle way. And I had so much respect from it because it is not, yeah, it is a little bit dangerous, and I'm always happy when I can make it out again. Cheep, cheep. Cheep, 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 cheep. I had here a sheep skin left. I want to make leather. This is a project for the next weeks. It had for me something to do with respect against the animal, that I use so much as it is possible. Of course I cannot use everything from the animal, but the death should have a reason. I kill you because I need your meat. I kill you because I need your skin to making leather or something else. So I want to use so much as is possible from the animals that I had to kill. These are the sheep that are left, not so much, but enough for me. Of course the male and some females, and the old one, Ohar, is still there. The pet vet said that he is close to death and he won't make it, but he is still there, and this makes me very happy. Hier ist der Oha, der alte Knabe. Oha! Circa sein Gesicht. Der Nero, mein Bock. It is now much easier when I had not so much animals. Of course, the daily work is also there. I had to care for them, I had to feed them, bring them fresh water and close the barns, clean the barns. But they don't need so much space in the barn, they don't need so much space at the meadow, and I don't had to buy so much food when I had not so much sheep. So, and this is now much easier. Of course, I had also to be there every day, but it is not so much work again. And I also had not the rat problem anymore. I had a wildlife camera in my barn, and I see that there are many rats. And when you see 5, you can be sure that there are 25 or more. But I almost had them away from me. It was a long process, but now I had no rat anymore. It is so when you had animals outside, there is also a little bit of food left, and this is easy food for the rats, so I hope I won't get them anymore. He also always had to talk with me. I am the one who had the last word, not him. I am out. Now you can watch a little bit into my garden, into my self-sufficiency farm, into my thoughts again. It is all very easy at the moment. I had so much situations at my self-sufficiency farm in the past where dramatic things happened, and it is always the balance between life and death. But actually everything is fine, and of course when everything is green around, the flowers are open, the birds are singing, the sun is shining, everything is better. The winter time is always very hard for me at the farm because everything is grey and white, and there is snow and rain the whole time, and it's cold and freezing. And this is always a part of, yeah, like being not close to death, but in the spring everything is better, everything is easier to handle. Or do you think the same? I love it when everything is green again and I can go out again and everything is growing, and this is just beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we see us very soon in the next one. Bye bye, have a great time.